I'm back, and I've got all kinds of new stuff for you, including my new setup, which isn't completely finished, and a brand new shipment from Record Krate coming up. Hey everyone, TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report here. As you can see in my little thing back there. This is my first video since early August. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to be gone for so long. I've been working on getting the room finished. Now, it's about 65% done. Not nearly where I wanted it to be by this point, but I have my new equipment, my new board is here, my camera is working. Everything else is good. I got more furniture coming in, so it'll be completed over the next couple of weeks, and have it the way I really want it. It's not completely arranged the way I want it, but that's cool. In any case, using new microphones, new mixing board, new everything for these now, and I hope that the sound is good and the picture is good, and I hope that you'll forgive the scruff I have. And let me dig into what I got most recently from Record Krate. This just came last weekend. As always, I got great deals from Adam, and terrific stuff going on. And just all kinds of stuff. I mean, all kinds of stuff. All genres, all everything. First up, there is this one. Jack Sheldon and his all-star band. This is recordings from the 1950s, released in 1976. At the time, Jack was known for doing a number of Schoolhouse Rock numbers, including Conjunction Junction and I'm Just a Bill. He was also a member of the Merv Griffin band on Merv's daily syndicated show. Love his trumpet playing. He's terrific. I don't get much jazz, so this is going to be cool. An EP, more or less, from Mike Post, television theme songs. This includes Hill Street Blues, Greatest American Hero. You can see what it's got right there. This came out in 1981. I believe, maybe later, 82, yeah. Of course, he had other big hit themes too, but this has got almost all of the ones he had hits with at that point, so that's cool. Mike Post, one of the most prolific TV theme and score writers overall. This does not have the song I had hoped it would be on this album, but I like them anyway, so it's great. This is Dave and Sugar, Greatest Hits from 1982, I believe. Does not include their 1976 hit I'm Gonna Love You, but it does include a bunch of other great songs from Dave Rowland and his bandmates in Sugar. They would record through the early 80s before splitting up. Classic from Jose Feliciano. This is from 1969. Feliciano contains Light My Fire, that hype sticker right on the album cover. Also includes covers of California Dreamin', In My Life, and I Love Her, Sunny, number of other things on RCA Dyna Groove. This is a black label RCA. One of those specialty records that I love having in my collection, even though I'll probably only listen to it once. Jimmy Nelson's Instant Ventriloquism, and Ventriloquism for the Beginner. It's bad, that's why it's reflecting really bad. A lot of good stuff comes out of Adam's store, and I've gotten some real great novelty items, and this is one of them. I've heard of this before. It's listed on Discogs, and it has some praise online. Never really had much interest in ventriloquism. My stepfather, for a time, he had the dolls for Jerry Mahoney and Knucklehead, Paul Winchell's figures. And of course it's back in more recently thanks to people like Terry Fader and Darcy Lynn and a number of other people, so that's cool to have. This is from A&M. It is a white label promo of The Lord's Prayer from Sister Janet Mead. There's the white label. Janet had a big hit with her version of The Lord's Prayer in 1974. It was a huge hit all over the world, as a matter of fact. This is the only country in the world where it did not retain the album's original title. I'm sorry, I've forgotten what it is, but it's listed on Discogs. There it has the embedded "not for sale" on the front. Another classic album from Three Dog Night. This is Cyan. Of course, you can tell that's the color of the album, although it actually looks more teal to me, because I thought Cyan was more of a yellowish green. I'm not sure if I'm right. This album has Shambhala and Let Me Serenade You as far as the hits go on it. I am a big fan of Three Dog Night, so that'll be terrific. Another classic album. I've been trying to find a lot of his albums from the 70s. Paul Williams and Just an Old-Fashioned Love Song. This, of course, has the original song, has that song which, ironically, Three Dog Night had a big hit with. Also, Let Me Be the One, later a hit for the Carpenters, album hit. We've Only Just Begun. His original version is on this. Produced by Michael Jackson. Not that Michael Jackson, obviously. And this one is a very unusual sleeve. It actually comes with a booklet. You don't normally see that. That's the album art with lyrics and such inside. I don't know if you can see that much on camera. And terrific pictures of Paul at a Los Angeles restaurant. The album itself is in a regular A&M, typical A&M label sleeve for that time, with other A&M albums advertised. 1981 reissue of Michael Jackson's Got to Be There. This was originally released in 1971. This was reissued in the wake of the success of Off the Wall. So that's very cool. Love that early stuff. Four Seasons Christmas album. Did not have this. Looking forward to being able to play these Christmas albums this year. My stereo is set up finally, and I am actually using it. I just finished connecting everything yesterday, as a matter of fact. And I'm told that I've been using the turntable through the computer, but now I have an amplifier and everything that works, and speakers, and it actually sounds good. This has got classic Christmas songs on it, of course. Michael Parks and Lost. This is from, trying to find the year. It looks like it might be a promo because there is a hole punch at the top. This album, I believe this is it's on Verve Records. Classic Verve blue label from the 60s. And there's no copyright date. I believe this album, Lost and Found, the title of it, is actually the first album Parks put out. Of course, he did actually have a couple of country western hits from his album Long Lonesome Highway, which was out when Then Came Bronson, his biker show, was on NBC in 1970 and 71, I think. 12-inch, double 12-inch remixes of Martha Wash's Give It To You. 9 different mixes. I forgot to take the tag off this that Adam put on it, of that song. Love Martha Wash, one of the best vocalists ever, R&B or otherwise. Of course, she's best known as half of the Weather Girls and It's Raining Men. This is an OG. I paid quite a bit of money for this from Adam, and very happy to have it because I am an enormous fan of the original show, not the remake. The remake sucks. Hawaii Five-0, the original soundtrack from 1968, features the theme song plus music composed, arranged, and conducted by Morton Stevens from the first couple of seasons, the first season of the show. I believe actually just the first few episodes. This is definitely an OG for me, a grail. I'm a huge fan of the original show starring Jack Lord. Never cared for the new version with its metrosexual version of Steve McGarrett. I know it ran 10 seasons, but the original still ran 12. Original issue of Frampton's Camel, Peter Frampton's band after Humble Pie, which was around for a couple of years before he went solo. This has the original version of Do We Feel Like We Do, which was a hit off of Frampton Comes Alive. Spinner's Pick of the Litter. This is the autographed one with the fold-down cover. This, of course, has their top 10 hit games people play from 1975. 12-inch single from Elisa Fiorello, who I first saw as a junior competitor on the 1980s version of Star Search. This is her hit, You Don't Know, which did not chart on the pop chart. Several of her other songs did, but this was a dance chart exclusive. And 2 collections of instructions for disco dancing. Both of them released by the K-Tel Corporation, and both with booklets. This is Let's Disco. Comes with the book inside there. Disco, a single word, has captivated a nation's imagination. No longer thought of as an amusement strictly for the beautiful people, disco has become a national entertainment. So, this has instruction on number 1, and side 2 has hits by T Connections, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Foxy, and Peter Brown. So, this was 1978. Good year for music. And after that was released, they came out in 1979 with Night Moves, the professional approach to disco dance instruction. Denny Terrio is the instructor on this. Of course, he hosted Dance Fever for a number of years for Merv Griffin Productions. It comes also with a booklet. Unfortunately, this has no name disco acts on it, only like I have an album called Learn to Hustle. It has various dances and stuff in here. From years ago, which has just generic instrumental versions of stuff, which is what this does. This also produced, it does have a few selections, Sylvester Cerrone, Ida Randina, and Mass Production. So it does have a few, but I'm a sucker for disco stuff, what can I say? And that is my latest haul from Record Krate. As always, I'm looking forward to more sales. I actually have everything caught up from them now. I probably won't for very much longer. We will see. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoy it. I'm sorry I've been away for so long. And please leave a comment. I love reading your comments, and I do try to get back to them as soon as possible. Coming up in the weeks ahead, I have another video coming up about this month's Black Box Record Club arrival. And I'm going to be bringing you all kinds of stuff about, I'm going to give you a room tour eventually, and also do some other cool things I got planned for the next couple of months as we start integrating the new equipment, which is going to let us do a lot more than we have been doing. And I hope that you will enjoy it. It's good to be back, and I hope everybody missed me, because it's always good to be missed. And of course, I got my newest Marco Stunt shirt on. If you're not a wrestling fan, you don't know who he is, keep listening. He has music coming out, and it's very much worth listening to. Until next time, for the Kirkham Report, I'm TC Kirkham. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.